Number one in African bad girl. My love, Joe, my love, Joe. Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm back again to give you another explosive and educative episode. Today, I want to actually talk about why singer Tiwa Savage needs to quit music now. I think the time is right for her to just quit music, and I'm going to be giving you reasons why I feel she needs to quit music now if she wants to stand a chance of becoming a billionaire in dollars. I know you may be thinking this is far-fetched, but give me some moments, some minutes to actually elucidate on this and let you see how it is possible for her to still be a billionaire in dollars. And please don't take this for granted. But before I proceed, kindly subscribe to my channel and switch on the notification so you can get notified anytime I drop the content, and get a pen and paper to write one or two things down because you are going to be learning a lot today. So singer Tiwa Savage, no doubt she's a household name in Africa, a powerful and formidable force to reckon with in the African music scene. Nobody can rule that out. But I feel she has had her run and it's time for her to now quit music and focus on something else. And I'm going to be making my point under 4 or 5 topics. Number one reason why she needs to quit music now is due to her age. I want to believe she is 44 now, and you would agree with me that at this age, there is not much left that she can do. It is even to her kudos that she is still this hot at 44. Not many women would be this hot at 44, not even after having a child or two. But she has managed to maintain her own hotness, and kudos must be given to her for achieving this and sustaining that level of hotness at the age of 44. But I feel she can't hold on for so long. How much more time does she have to still be able to retain this level of hotness? I doubt she can hold on till 50 or 60. I feel the time now is the right time for her to leave the music scene is now that she has so many things going for her. Age is no longer playing on her side, and it is the best time for her to retire. If she leaves music now, everybody would understand with her that she has done enough and she has hit her retirement age. Another reason why I feel she should leave now is because of the stiff competition in the industry. The industry has become so much competitive, and we have so many new cats in the industry that are doing amazingly well. Before this time, Tiwa Savage earned the right to be called the African bad girl. She worked her way through the steps and she earned it. But we can't say she's still an African bad girl again. The era has gone. We now have 3 new cats that are battling hard to replace her. We have the Harry Star, we have Thames, and of course Tyler from South Africa. At this age, Tiwa Savage can't successfully compete with these 3 ladies again. No matter how much she tries, she can't compete with them again. They've stolen the shares of the market. They now have the heirs of the populace. They have the heirs of the Gen Z. And you would agree with me that in 2024, Tiwa Savage made so many concerted efforts to bounce back. All the songs that she released were sweet and were groovy, but those songs were not just doing it for the Gen Z and all other generations of people that we have in the world now. Because these 3 people have stolen most of our markets, and you can't blame them for it. They are also in music to make money. So these 3 people have stolen more than 90% of Tiwa Savage's former fan base. So competing with them is now fruitless. She doesn't even have the power and the ruggedity to compete with them again. So that's why I feel the time is now for her to just retire honorably, to avoid being embarrassed by these 3 hot ladies. It is time for them now to dominate the market, and the dignifying thing for Tiwa Savage to do is to just step aside and move away from music. allow them have their shine. She had around almost 14 years in the music industry. She was all through, and I feel she has had enough. She had her time. It is now time for her to take a bow and allow these three guys to take over. Another reason why I feel she should leave now is because of her legacy. She has already cemented her legacy in the industry. She has created that persona of being the African bad girl. The best thing for her to do is to leave now to protect this legacy. Failure to do so would taint her legacy and dent it. The best thing for her to do is to secure it by leaving now. Because if she wants to continue pushing and struggling with it, music is going to leave her alone. The best thing for her to do is to dump music before music dumps her, because her outing in 2024 is indicating that music may be planning a rude shock for her. I have this feeling that music is planning to dump her. So before that happens and she becomes a butt of joke in the music industry, the best thing for her is to pull a fast one on music by dumping music first. That would be a perfect exit for her to protect a legacy that she has already cemented. Because if she doesn't leave now, the legacy is going to be damaged by a long stay, and music is eventually going to dump her. Nobody can stick with music forever. It's either you dump music or music dumps you. But I don't want a situation to be like that of former veterans that became laughingstock in the industry because they refuse to embrace the reality of times. The reality of now is that Tiwa Savage has had her run. Tiwa Savage has created a legacy. Tiwa Savage has cemented it, and it is now time for her to leave. The fourth reason why she has to leave now is because the ovation is still loud. You would agree with me that the best time to leave a scene is when the ovation is loud. You don't want to leave when the ovation has gone down, because by that time it may be embarrassing. The ovation is loud now. She had a whole lot of things going for her. The best thing for her to do now is to leave. Because if she should wait a little longer for the ovation to die finally, it's going to be embarrassing and devastating for her. I don't know how strong she is mentally, but if you are not mentally strong enough and you allow the ovation to die while you are still on the stage, it may have a catastrophic effect on you. So I don't know how strong she is mentally, but if she's not the strong type, if she's the emotional type, the best time for her to leave is now. Because if she should remain on stage while the ovation dies, the effect is going to be devastating and catastrophic for her. So leave now till when the ovation is still loud. You are still celebrated everywhere you go in the country. You are still celebrated everywhere you go in the continent. Don't push your luck too far. Leave now. You've made millions of money in the music industry. Leave now while the ovation is still loud. Final point, and this is where I'm going to be talking about how she can successfully become a billionaire in dollars if she can leave now. It is time dependent. She has to leave now if she wants to make this big bucks, and it is that she must diversify. I see Tiwa as somebody that is carrying the meat of an elephant on her head and still trying to use her leg to scratch the nest of a cricket. You see that? She has the meat of an elephant on her head. That means she has more than enough, but she's still trying to scratch the nest of the cricket to see whether she can capture it and eat. That's what I see when I see Tiwa. She's already made tons of money in the music industry. Now is the time for her to leave and diversify. Now that she still has the social capital, she has the network of people around her that still love her. She has the brand effect. She's still hot. She's still in demand. And she still has enough influence on her followers. This is the perfect recipe for diversification. Whatever you diversify into now is going to sell. And I'm suggesting that you should diversify into the beauty industry, specifically cosmetics. That's where the money is now. Anything beauty, that's where the money is, and it feels your brand, it fits your persona, it fits everything around you. You have the courage, you have the reach, you have the charisma, you have the clout to actually do well in the cosmetic industry. But before, don't take my word for it. I will cite some examples of those that have diversified and have become exceedingly rich after leaving music. Number one on the list is Rihanna. Rihanna was doing perfectly well and everybody was feeling she had not peaked. But she knew better. She knew that music money can't take her to the billionaire status. And what did she do? She dumped music. Many people felt she was dumb, but she knew what she was doing. Then she branched into cosmetic industry. And the rest, like they say, is history. Today, Rihanna is worth over $1 billion. Something that she wouldn't have been able to achieve if she had stuck to music. If she had been emotionally attached to music. This is one example. Another example is LD. Even when you say Rihanna is a foreign person, it was easy for her to transition. What about LD? LD is a Nigerian music veteran. She also left music when the ovation was loud. She left for Atlanta, USA, where he delved into real estate. And if you have been following him, you would know how successful this guy has become in the US. All thanks to real estate and his wisdom to know how to live while the ovation was loud. Now he drives a Tesla truck. He has an intimidating number of assets under his management. But all this wouldn't have been possible if he had become emotionally stuck with music. He wouldn't have been able to move out. And all this that he achieved in the US real estate was achieved under 4 to 5 years. He left not too long ago, and under 4 to 5 years, he has become a force to reckon with in the real estate industry of ATL. You see, that's another example. He left when the ovation was loud, he leveraged on his social media capital and his network, and he was able to succeed in real estate. Another person that left music and is now succeeding in the management industry is Diversifying. I can categorically say that there is no major social event that takes place in Nigeria of today that doesn't have the imprint of Diversifying and his wife. After he left music, he went to join his wife in the event management industry, and now they built something so big in that space. But that was only possible because he bit the bullet and left the music industry. He also leveraged on his boss, he leveraged on his reach and network and his social acceptability. Now it's easy for him to win bids. It's easy for him to, convince people that he can handle their events, and he's doing a great job in that regard. So these are 3 living examples. They are not dead. They are living examples. You can refer to them. You can go to their social media pages to actually see that these things are real. They left music and they became more successful outside music. That's what I'm also preaching to Tiwa. Tiwa, don't be emotionally attached to music. There is enough and much money to make outside music than you are making in music currently. So leave the emotions alone. Go confidently in the direction of this new path, which is beauty industry, and you are going to be making a killing there. Everything is working together for you as it stands. Don't allow all of them to go to waste. You have everything that can make you excel and become a billionaire in the beauty industry. Please don't disregard this advice, and I hope you will get to see this and take swift action. The best time for you to retire from music was last year. The next best time is this week after seeing this video, and I wish you the best. And that brings us to the end of this vlog. Thank you for watching it in this moment, and I'm sure that you've learned 1 or 2 things also. But before you go, kindly do one thing for me. Subscribe to my channel, switch on the notification so that you can get notified anytime I drop a content. Thank you. Bye.